If you're in a flow state, it's like annoying to have to pull out your phone and be like, okay, here we go, I'm gonna record this now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then to revisit that, name it something, put it down in a songbook, organize it in iTunes with a number, and then at some point every couple of years, listen to all of it and think, now that song's special, that song has potential. My first instrument must have been 8th grade. It was a Washburn starter acoustic guitar. Once I discovered tabs and learned sort of the basic chords, I started writing music as soon as I could play it. So that would have been 8th grade or something. But yeah, my musical influence would have been oldies and arena rock. I went to a lot of hockey games growing up, and there was always, AC/DC and Guns N' Roses, all that arena rock stuff playing, and all that had great melody and it was great music. The first time I remember playing out at all would have been an open mic circa 2007. That same time. I graduated high school in 2005, and it wasn't until I left home where I actually started playing the guitar quite a bit. I'm listening to people who are making music, or if I'm making music, I'm trying to find that proper balance. I think of it as weaving. We want to weave together a properly balanced pattern so it's recognizable, but novelty so it's interesting. What I've noticed with music is I'm most comfortable when the person creating the music is extremely comfortable. While I might explore the edges on my own, the sort of music that I would deliver to an audience, I try to find a space where I'm very confident in my ability to do it correctly, so then I can put the audience at ease. I'll pick up the guitar and I'll start playing, usually with no strategy. And so it's mostly all an accident right from the get-go. And then I'll try to discover a vocal or a chord progression that sounds good and that I can get into a groove. And I don't have to think about what I'm doing on the guitar. Now, once the body's taken over and I'm no longer thinking about what chord is coming next or whatever, that's when I start to pull in the vocal stuff. Words will sort of bubble up in certain spots, and I'll find myself keep going to those words. And then I'll start to think, and this is where I'll start coming from within then, and think, what might this song be about? What does it sound like it's about, Out of all those, there's probably 5 where I had some idea at work or something and wrote down the words to a song and then took that and tried to make a song out of it. The other 400 whatever of them is exactly what I just described. It's a flow state in the moment. Bring your song, actually, I came up with a whole arc to what I want the set to convey, but then the actual songs in there, they're more happy accidents still, I would say, on the side of happy accidents, though not as much as normal, because I definitely came into this with a goal in mind. The honest answer to that is, I think in this case, it's a fear of missing out. I remember what it was like to write a song and think, I'll remember it, and then not record it, not write it down in any way, to not organize it, and then it just disappearing, And so I've had to be organized in order to not lose it. If you're in a flow state, it's like annoying to have to pull out your phone and be like, okay, here we go, I'm going to record this now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then to revisit that, name it something, put it down in a songbook, organize it in iTunes with a number, and then at some point every couple of years, listen to all of it and think, now that song's special, that song has potential. And then pull those songs out, relearn how they go, and write music. I can be at a restaurant and people don't even know music's going. And I'll be like, I love this song. They'll be like, what song? The rhythm, that between the bass and the bass drum and the bass guitar. I'm very rhythm based with my music. I'm not even really strumming normally. I'm sort of hitting the guitar with my hand. It's a really percussive thing music is for me. And it's that has led to the sort of chords I play and stuff. Dave Matthews plays these minimalist chords where he's only actually pressing down one or two strings and the rest is muted. That sort of rhythm-based music where you can get into a groove, and that's how I write music.